students, today's agenda is to check your homework. We're going to be learning about APR problems and you're going to be doing 8.9. Today students will be able to describe the benefits and risks of credit. So let's say that you have a credit which has an APR of 18%. If you borrow $200 on it and forget about it and stop paying, how much will you owe in 1 month, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 3 years? So let's begin by saying that APR stands for annual percentage rate. Okay, so the interest that you pay per year on that one credit that you have. So since this is related to a year, we have to have that into consideration when we're doing the exercises, because in reality we don't make our payments every year but rather every month. And so that's something that needs to be calculated. Okay, so if it's 18% a year, that means that per month you would be paying, if we divide the 18% by 12 months, that's actually 1.5%. As a decimal, we go back 2 spaces, and so it's going to be 0.015 as a decimal. Okay, and so if we were to write a function, we would say depth of y is equals to the initial point times 1 plus this interest, which is 0.015. And if you recall from the previous lesson, this one stands because the company that lends you the money, they want their 200 back, meaning one time that amount, plus the interest that they're applying to that credit. Okay. Now we can say that the cycle is y for years, but then we make the payments every month. So if we think of 1 month as 1/12 of the year, that's how it would look. However, we're just going to go with something simpler and say that we're going to do it, this represents 1 month, so we're just going to use the formula, and I'm just going to put this together. 1 plus 0.015 is 1.015 to the month. The cycle is the month. This is, again, is represented as a month, so it's the same thing. And why can we use this? Because we already included this. By dividing it by 12, we already applied it or made it applicable as 1 month by dividing by 12 months that exist in 1 year. Okay? Okay, so how much am I gonna pay after 1 month? Now remember that we forgot to pay our debt, and so it's going to be d of 1 is equals to 200 times 1.015 to the 1. And if we go back to our calculator, let me see, hopefully you can see here. I think I'm gonna go out a little. And so 200 times 1.015 to the first power is equals to $203. So after 1 month, now I owe $203. Doesn't seem like a lot, but if I keep forgetting, what's gonna happen? What if I forget for 6 months? Okay, half a year. I have my initial point. I have the payment, which is what the money that they lent me, they want it back, plus the interest to the 6th power. And so 200 times 1.015 to the 6th power, meaning 6 months. And so now I owe $218.69. So in money, businesses will never want to lose money, so they're always gonna go up. It doesn't matter if they have a 4 or a 3 in here. You don't round down to 68 cents. You still will always go up. Okay, so now after 6 months, I'm gonna owe $218.69. After 1 year, that's what it says in here, after 1 year, that's 12 months. I have my initial point, my base, the 12 months, and so it's gonna be 200 times 1.015 to the 12th power. Whoops, I'm just gonna do it again. I put 42 years. 200 times the base, which is 1.015 to the power of the 12 months is equals to, this is the case that I share with you. If you see in here, it will round down to 0.12, but businesses will never want to lose, so you will always round up to, in here, to 13 cents. Okay, so my answer will be $239.13. Okay, how much will I owe after 3 years? Okay, let me put 3 years. 3 years is 36 months. And so $200 times the 1.015 to the 36 months, not 36 years, 36 months in 3 years. So I put the initial point times 1.015 to the 36 months. And so I'm gonna owe $341.83. Okay, don't forget your debt, because otherwise you're gonna be, look at that. After 3 years, you're gonna be giving almost twice as much. Okay, what about 4 years? And you can keep going like this. 4 years is, if you multiply 4 times 12 months each year, it's 48 months. So it's 200 times 1.015 to the 48. 200 times, again I messed up. Okay, 200 times 1.015 to the power of 48 months, and that's equals to $408.70. Okay. Okay, let's do another example. Let's say that you get a car loan. And it's $10,000. The APR is 6%. And remember, the APR is annual percentage rate, so that's for 1 year. That means that in 12 months, to figure out in a month, you divide by 12, and that's equals to 0.5%. But then you need to find it as a decimal, and remember that we always go 2 spaces. Okay, so in decimal, it's gonna be 0.005. Okay, that's 0.005 because you go 2 spaces back. Okay, so as decimal, that's the 6% per year. As a in 1 month is 0.5%. As decimal, it's 0.005. Okay, and so my function would be let me see. L of m, loan per month, is equals to the initial point times 1.06 over 12. Whoops, that's already included. So so that will be actually, if we were talking about 4 months divided by the 12 payments of the year to make it a month. Okay, but I'm gonna be using a table so that I can show you what it would be. But this is basically what you would be doing if you didn't make any payments. This is what you would be using. Either that, or as I mentioned, this represents the month. You can also do the 10,000 with this already transferred into months by dividing by 12, right? And to the m. Okay, so both, this is already transferred into a month, and by dividing the 6% divided by 12, that's also transferred into a month. Both are correct. But for this example, what I want you to do is, now what if you do make payments? So the initial amount is $10,000. The interest is gonna be, let me see, so 10,000 times 1.06. I needed to include, okay, so it's 10,000 times 1.005, and it's the first month, equals. So if you notice, the interest is $50. And then let's say that they ask you to make a payment of $100. So that's minus 100 each month. So minus 100. And then again, I subtracted 400 instead. Okay, 10,000 plus the $50 minus $100 is equals to, next month, 9,950. And so I'm going to put that in here. $9,950. But then the interest in here, I'm just gonna multiply by the interest because you notice that we only use what is being added. So 99.50 times the interest, which is 0.005, is equals to 49.79. So 49.75 cents. And you also make a payment of $100. So let's see, 99.50, so 9,950 plus the interest for that new month, which is $49.75. But you make a payment of $100, and so the new balance that will be due next month is going to be $9,899.75. $9,899.75. So that goes right here. And again, I multiply that times the 0.005 equals, again, it's $49, but now it's only, I'm going to round up. Remember that businesses always round up to 50 cents. So I'm going to add the $9,899.75 plus $49.50 minus the payment for that 1 month. And so you end up for next month with $9,849.25. No, I mean, oh my goodness, $9,849.25. Okay, if you notice, even though you're making $100 payments every month, look at how much it goes down. $50, another 51, less than like $50.25, $50.50. So it's not going down by more than $51. You're making $100 payment, but it's going down by like around $51. So that's the thing with credit. Okay, that much. Okay, notice that that's the previous payment that you ended up with. That's why it's there. Times 0.005 equals, so the next interest is 49.25 cents. We're gonna round up to 25 cents minus the payment. Now notice how the interest is also going down, which is good, but it's not going down by much either. So that means that the more it goes down in here, the more payment you're doing to the principal and not the interest. So yes, it's gonna get better and better. However, they will always get some money from us. Okay, so let's see, $9,849.25 plus 49.25 minus 100 is equals to $98.50. I keep confusing the cents with the dollars. I want it to be cents so that we don't have to pay much. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that, but that's what happens with credits. You make payments. Yes, the interest is gonna go down. The more you, maybe you want to continue this table and see like how long it would take to pay the 10,000, or how like fast it keeps decreasing for the interest and increasing the payment to the principal. Okay, let me give you an example where you start the initial amount is the same. You start with a $10,000, right? But then your interest for the first month, remember we got that it's $50, and then they ask for payment of $50. So if you owe the $10,000, the interest is $50, you get $1,050. Minus your payment, which is $50, you end up with $10,000 again. So next month, you still owe $10,000. Now, the interest again, because it's the same amount and you multiply by 0.005, is still 50 minus that. The arrangement was to make monthly payments of $50. Guess what? So this will continue like that. What it means is that they arrange for you to pay only the interest and nothing to the principal. So basically you will never finish paying, and all the money that you're paying monthly is free money for them. Now, are some cases like that? Yes, and in fact, there's going to be some cases like the next one, which I'm going to describe. Initial amount is $10,000. The interest, it depends on each month, right? Then the payment, and then we'll put next month. So the initial amount, we know that is this. If it's 6%, that means multiply by 0.005, so that's $50. But then they charge, or they ask you to make payments of $25 a month. So what happens? 10,000 plus the interest for that 1 month, which is 50, minus your payment. For next month, you're not going to owe less than that, but instead, or even equal to that, but instead you're going to owe more money. And let me share with you, well, I'll share at the end of this one. Let me do some more examples of what's going to happen when you pay, when your interest is higher than your payment. Your next payment will always be increasing. The amount will always be more than what you started initially. Okay, so for the next month you have $10,025. The interest is going to be, the new interest is going to be on that, so it's going to be 10,025 times 0.005 equals, now the interest is 50.13 cents. Okay, remember we always round up. So basically your interest is going to continue to increase because you're applying it to the new amount that you owe. And again, you pay only $25. So 10,025 plus the new interest, which is 50.13, minus $25. That's equals to $10,050.13 for the next month. So see how it's increasing by $25 and a little bit more, and that's just the beginning. Okay, the new interest is going to be on that amount from previous month, so times 0.005 equals 50.20. Remember that I told you that even if there are any decimals after this, even if this is a 0, this is going to go up to 26 cents. Okay, so be careful with that. You never round down in businesses. And so 10,050 plus 5026 minus 25, that's equals to 1075.26. So it will continue to grow. It seems like I'm getting something different in here, but we'll see. It will continue to grow. As you can see, your debt doesn't stay the same. It doesn't go down as in here when you're making a bigger payment than your interest, but instead it's going up. And personally, I have experienced this with my house. It started with a payment where I was paying only half of my interest, and so the value of my home would stay about the same, or it grew a little bit, but my debt was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was getting to the point where it was so difficult to make those payments because I was not, I mean, the debt was just crazy and it was overwhelming. But yeah, this is what happens. Credit is good because it opens doors to you. However, you have to be careful that you're paying each month, that you're paying something that will make it go down faster. So maybe even make double payments if possible each month, or at least save in a year one extra payment for the whole year that will help you get this lower and lower faster. Okay, so get credit, it opens doors, but be very careful that you're not throwing your money away. Thank you, and now you can work on 8.9.